I'm here with actor Ritesh Rajan, who currently stars as Linus on ABC Family show Stitchers. Just got picked up for its second season, or it's just about to air the second season, right?
No, we got picked up for second season. We start filming on Monday for season 2.
Ah.
So, but our Halloween episode airs October 20th.
Gotcha.
So that's what's coming up, and we're promoting that.
So hey, go to Comic-Con and then start filming on Monday. You know,
yeah, exactly.
Have a nice relaxing weekend prior.
Flying back to LA tomorrow morning, and Monday back to work. So
Sounds like a plan.
yeah.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about when you first decided you wanted to become an actor? I heard elsewhere that it was in second grade was your first taste.
Yeah, I did it. We did a play in my elementary school, and it was a Magic School Bus play, but it was about the planets. And oddly enough, I played a character very similar to Linus, who knew all the information about the planets. But I kind of bit me a little bit. I was like, oh, this is fun. Even though I was in second grade, and we did a lot of singing, and I enjoyed it. And it was kind of a new experience for me. And then I kind of just started doing all the local school stuff, and then started moving into community stuff, and was doing musicals and plays, and I would say around like middle school, 8th grade, I kind of decided that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Before that, I spent a lot of time doing martial arts. I was big into Taekwondo growing up, and I always thought like I was going to be a doctor, because both my parents were doctors, and on my dad's side, my dad's one of 8, and almost all of his siblings are doctors and their spouses.
Oh God.
So yeah,
no pressure.
Yeah, exactly. So we have like double-digit doctors just on my dad's side. So it was just kind of like, maybe I'll be a doctor. I wasn't a doctor, and I have an older brother and younger sister, and neither are they. Everyone's in the industry. So my parents are like, what happened?
Yeah. Are they our kids?
From science to the arts, but
So now, were you one of those children who was shy, and that was the way to come out of your shell, or were you always?
I wouldn't say I was shy, but I don't think I was super outgoing. I was a hyper kid. I was always hyper and pretty cheerful. I feel like I was just a good energy. I still feel that way. So, but I don't think I was shy. It was just something that I just really enjoyed doing. I guess I liked doing so many things growing up. I think this allowed me to pretend to be all the different things that I couldn't be. I can't be a doctor and a ninja at the same time. So now I can pretend to be a doctor.
If you're a ninja, you can send people to the doctor.
Yeah, then I can pretend to be a ninja. So no.
That's a good way to get some family business.
Yeah. I think it started off just more as a hobby, but I felt like this was something that I needed to do, and it grew into a passion, and that passion kind of just grew into an obsession, and here I am today. So.
And the star of an ABC Family show. Who would have thought it, right?
That's true. That's true.
And why don't you talk a little bit about your first professional gigs? I know you did an episode of Baby Daddy. Is that how you caught the ABC Family people's eyes?
Yeah, that was my first time with ABC Family, working on ABC Family with Baby Daddy. My first professional job was an episode of Law and Order. Did an episode of Law and Order in New York, their last season, the original. I was a senior in college. So that was my first professional job. So.
And you went to the Tisch School, the art
Yeah. I went to NYU, and I studied at Stella Adler here in New York, and it was great. I had a great experience there. It's wonderful teachers and a wonderful environment.
And Law and Order, that's like the New York actor.
Yeah, it was New York. It's like you're not an actor in New York unless you get on Law and Order. So I was like, I made it, and then it got canceled.
Did you play a victim or did
No, but I played I played a pizza guy who worked in a pizza shop, my uncle's pizza shop, and cops come in to buy slices, like they're like regulars, so I sell them slices, and someone comes into the pizza shop and shoots them down. So we were like in that first teaser. We're like before the dum 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 dum. So we're like that first like 2 minutes. I'm like a first-hand witness. Me and my uncle are first-hand witness to the crime, and then. What were some of my early? I did a little tiny spot in The Last Airbender, where I played a Fire Nation soldier, and I didn't have any lines, but it was a really great scene where two of the generals are arguing, and I'm kind of there, caught in between them, giving them notes. And then when I first moved to LA, my first professional job in LA was I did an episode of All My Children.
Oh, the reboot.
No. This is when it was still on the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not the online. Yeah.
This is when it was still on the air, which happens to be my mom's favorite show. So when I told her, it was my first audition in LA too. So I was batting a perfect score at one point.
So you really.
I got lucky.
You really got a.
I was like 1 for 1 because I remember I moved out to LA and it must have been like maybe at least 2 months, maybe a little less, and I hadn't gotten on an audition. So I called my agents. I was like, "What's going on?" I was getting worried, and they're like, "Okay, we have an audition for All My Children." So I told my mom. She was like super excited, and she was like, "Good luck." And then I played a creepy hacker nerd on that one.
And then that got canceled. What is going on with you? Hey.
But you know what? I was worried, but then Stitchers got renewed.
Oh, there you go.
So it's, you know what? I'm not a curse.
If you would have been your third, you would have
then I would have probably I probably would have got to me. I'd been like,
it must be me.
Oh, it must be me.
Now, have you been able to put your martial arts skills to use in any of your roles? Or
actually on Stitchers, I got the opportunity to show off a little something against one of the bad guys. So that was fun. Nothing crazy, just like a kick, a little flying side kick. But I actually, it's been really helpful in terms of just movement in general and moving as an actor. There's there's an economy of movement, I think, in martial arts that translates to camera work and physicality. And you have to play really physical roles. I did a job. I was on the Jungle Book for Disney, and we had to do a lot of motion capture stuff and CGI work, and just like sort of the physicality of that movie is very, very kind of ingrained into the whole world. So like things like that, it helps tremendously.
And what was that like working with CGI when you're used to working?
It was an amazing experience. I got to work with Jon Favreau for like 4 months straight every day, and we were just testing the system and prepping it for the kid who was playing Mowgli. So a lot of the designers and CGI artists and the graphic designers were using me as a template to design the animals and stuff like that. So we got to work with other human actors, but it was kind of, we would be in this weird room with thousands of cameras, and we'd be in the suit with all the balls, and it was really, you had to use your imagination, because this person was supposed to be a wolf, or this person was supposed to be, a panther, or the bear, or the snake, and all that stuff. So
it was probably actually harder to act.
Yeah, it is. It is. It calls for and it demands a really kind of streamlined focus. You really have to be locked in, dialed in, and work with your partner. And so it's very important in that way. When you don't have the real environment, real props. Our props are, if the flower, where's the flower? Instead of getting a flower, they'd hand me like a styrofoam gray, like just object, and they'd be like, on the computer it looks like a flower. So the technology is amazing. They'd have like a 1-to-1,
right,
and then you'd see it and it would be a flower, but I'm holding nothing. Like
right.
It's just like a noodle pool, like with those noodles you use in a pool. So,
yeah.
So it was really pretty mind-boggling. Fascinating stuff.
What attracted you to Stitchers?
It was a fresh kind of new idea. It hadn't been, the story hadn't been done before, and the dynamic between the characters. It's great to play a character that I think multifaceted. Being an Indian actor, I don't always get the opportunity, or even get seen in the light that someone else would be. Like, you see an Indian actor, you might say, oh, he's going to play the nerd or the engineer or the doctor or something like that. And yes, I do that on Stitchers, but I think there's many layers to Linus that is very different. You get a sense of his personality and who he is as a person, and kind of his affection for his coworkers, and that sort of emotional truth which every human being has, right?
Right.
It's just like sometimes I feel on TV, if you see the geeky tech dude, it's like that's the only thing that you see. But on Stitchers, it's not. You see him go through these problems, and kind of how does the geeky tech point of view affect the rest of his life?
Right.
And that was a different take, and I thought it was really kind of fresh and new and exciting. So.
What's coming up for season 2 that you can tease without getting yourself axed?
Well, season 2 starts off right where season 1 left off.
Okay.
So we come right back into it, and I think kind of everything that happened to Cameron takes a big toll on Linus, and kind of forces him to reflect on what is he doing here at the program, and who is he as a person? Like I think he takes a step back and he realizes, I think it's time to grow up. You know, I live with my parents, but I come to work and I save lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that sort of just kind of the day to day of him going to the lab and doing the stitch procedure kind of made him numb to the fact that we were dealing with human lives,
mm-hmm.
and that these people in the corpse cassette, you know, matter to somebody else, until he saw Cameron, whether he says it or not, which is his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And his life was in danger. And he goes, you know what, this I think this really does matter, and we are helping people, and we are affecting people by giving closure to these crimes that haven't been solved.
Right.
And this is the first time I think it really hits home, and I think it forces him to really kind of acknowledge, okay, maybe I do need to grow up. You know, maybe I am a little immature and figure out what I want to, not I want to say what I want to be when I grow up, but what kind of human being he wants to be, and what he wants to be remembered for, instead of, you know, the kid who says the inappropriate thing at the inappropriate time.
Right.
You know, so.
Thank you very much for taking the time to sit down with me. Look forward to the second season.
Thank you so much.
It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.